Right. So let's go. Anyway, just I'll just go in. I'll just go in order and see. I'm doing a star system. Sergius. Like he's like a proxy for almost. I think he was. That's about it. Melia. This is gonna be a hot take. I've always, I've always had kind of had objections to the way she operates in certain ways. Um, well, oh, right then. Oh, okay. Might just kind of derped for a second there. Yeah. Okay. You your name is completely escaped me. Characters. Yeah, your name is completely escaped me. Um, okay, no. Um, alright. Mar. How do you pronounce that? Just Margaret? Just Margie? Yes. Margie, you were okay. I guess having a little bit of moral support was fine. You may notice I just don't have a um, opinion on a lot of these characters. Nene. I know a friend who absolutely hates Nene with a fucking passion. But Nene, I think was okay. Um, actually, what was it? Yeah, I better start. If that's, yeah, no, let's not really up to 3 stars. Because I put it in 2.5 stars if it was just the base game, but also this is going to be mostly unordered tiers because this is an absolute Goliath of a tier. I kind of like what they tried to do with their own Future Connected. She's a lot more conservative in that sense. Oh yeah, I'm political in that sense. Like these are kings and queens for God's sake. Yeah. I don't know. I think they could have taken it a little bit more. Just kind of a microcosm of what happened in Future Connected. Adam Orago. 3.5 stars. You were entertaining for what you were. Not really much else. I think being this inciting incident legend is kind of fun. It's actually the Black Knight characters explaining. But yeah, it could be Voyager in a new costume role. Yeah, I thought, yeah, okay. Yeah, all the more for my Geon XT, I suppose. Yeah, okay. Aegeon. Um, I've never been particularly sure on Aegeon. There just isn't that much to him, and like certain blades made it actually onto this list, and for some reason, I just don't feel comfortable ranking them. It's weird. Um, Akos, you go in 4-star. Fairly minimal, but you were like entertaining for what you were. Alexa. Um, Actually, I'm gonna put her into no. In fact, there's a few characters from X that I just want to cut straight to Dunno. Uh, Bose is one of them. Actually, I know it. I know NL absolutely hates Bose. Um, yeah, and there's a couple of others. Oh, hello there. Yeah. Bose. Bose is a weird case because okay, it's not the fact that he's racist, supposedly, that annoys me, although that's, like, part of making an unlikable character. It's the fact that his arc cuts straight to, lol, fuck other species, I don't actually care, new NLA first. Um, like, if you wanna write racist or prejudiced characters, then have them a reason. Like, I don't think his skepticism of other species is entirely unwarranted. Um, it's just the narrative doesn't really go out of its way to, or it doesn't really put him an effort to show us that unless it's um, unless you're saying that Lao trying to be Life Wiper isn't being discriminatory because it's treating everybody, which is, yeah, it's a bit out there. Yeah, there's a couple of others. Hang on, let me try and find them. I think your name was Celica, anyway. That's why I just. So, in fact, we just go. I know it's really weird to go through that, but it's just stuff like that. Hanging around. 'Tonight. Oh yeah, that looks like Voyager. I'm sorry, that hella looks like Voyager. Why is most of this? Okay, oh, yeah, half of these I just Celica. Yeah, I'm putting most of Exit Dono because I legitimately don't remember half of you. Like the lot of you show up for one affinity mission. Oh, that's another thing about Bote. It's just like, okay, you take up his affinity mission once. He's a bit of a dick, and then you just ignore him. I don't find that necessarily offensive, or there's no need to be offended by that. Yeah, let me find who else from X I can put on this list. Yeah, your name was, what was it, Fog, or with a P, for some reason. Tell you what, for others, let's just cross that bridge when we come to it. Alan, yeah, Alan is one of the okay. Alan goes through a really good character arc, and he's one of the few in, he's one of the few in 3 that doesn't go completely full retard. If you put it that way. Amalthus, well, Alan, um, Amalthus is a very weird case because, um, I'm into, how do I put this? I'm kind of into the concept of eugenicist villains. Like you might write current affairs off as conspiracy theory or whatever, but it's really not if you get down to it. Blazing exists with classic conduits and pyramids. Well, okay, no, you can't actually get me. Hang on, maybe. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm kind of into these eugenicists or like population reduction kind of villains. I hate Amalthus a hell of a lot less than I probably should, even though I find him reprehensible. And it's a lot more than just I'm supposed to find him hateable. But I think there's all this build up with his character, why he does these things, and the fact that like, he like lost his mother and that kind of thing. And now he has a god complex. For some reason, it just kind of feels irrelevant to anything. It's kind of weird. Azoda, um, Azoda, yeah, 3 stars. Like he has some stuff and he has some good banter with Rex, but other than that, we have a lot. Uh, but yeah, Bart has some stuff as well. Not much that I necessarily remember outside of his arc, but hey. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel personally enough to put him above 3.5 star. Billy. Now, one thing you might notice, in fact, I put him 4.5 star. One thing you'll notice is that this list doesn't seem to have Josiah. So I'm kind of considering Billy as part of Josiah as well. And I found their arc absolutely illuminating. I'm going to be honest. It's possible, yeah. Yeah, Billy and Jesse's arc I found absolutely illuminating because, like there's kind of like an alternative Christian. Well, I say alternative Christian. It's kind of like a religion in. I'm trying to remember what. I am trying to remember for the life of me who. What Wikipedia? What's Billy D. Black? Pacifist priest of the ethos. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, there's that, and the value of the family unit. But of course, Josiah was a drunk, and Billy kind of got taken out on him. Yeah. X element of someone. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I like. Sorry, let me find my words here. I think the great thing about Billy and Jesse, um, I don't know what's about burp. God no, I'm drunk. I don't do alcohol. Anyway, it actually shows the strains of like single fathering and some of the elements of the family unit. It really shows what it can do for a character, and I really admire that. And that won't be the first time we see Saga characters on Year's characters on this list. Vinaya, you didn't really do a lot. Bridget, yeah, you had not. In fact, I'll throw in Morag free of charge as well. If I can find it. Ah, yes, yes. Morag, Morag has always been a character I want to like. But Moradain's political situation is one I'm in several minds on. So I'm gonna have to kind of like iron out an opinion on that before saying much else. Kanan. Kanan's kind of whatever. You robbed Ziggy of a character arc as well, so Chaos. Which one? Before he got his kidney stone, he was nice and wholesome, and then at the very end of 3, there were some things that I liked about his character. And he's always been kind of like a moral support. 3.5 star for now, could go higher. He's talented. Obvious joke. Choo Choo, I think, was perfectly wholesome. I didn't mind Choo Choo at all. And oh yeah, him not having a mech because he's already like he has this whole Dynamax things going on. That got a chuckle out of me. Citan, yeah, that sounds fine. I remember his initial betrayal of Faye to bring out Id. I was initially concerned about it. It seemed to be like a really, really good misdirection. But up to shitting his pants at planet busting, he seemed to be a little bit of a Mary Sue. But then you you literally read all of his lines in a medic voice, and it's absolutely hilarious. So yeah, there's that. In fact, I put him a cost, but most of these are in order anyway. So whatever. Dmitry Yuriev. Lol, did up if I tell you what? No. He's just lol. Guy has a god complex. Whatever. Yeah. I mean, I joke about him torturing an autistic child in Able, but it's just like he wasn't the only one to do it. I believe Wilhelm also did it. So yeah. Dramark, I think he goes in the same tier as Azurda. It's just having this like whole butler get up is I like. Again, 5-star character. Perfect photoshop, perfect philosophy. It kind of circumvents a lot of the. I don't know. Looking at his arc in retrospect, it might seem like he wanted to build an ethno state. I know that's going to sound like a little bit of a hot take, but okay, he wanted to kill the Bionis and the Mechonics were like already, They have basically one. It's like Machina or Mechon. Okay, they were sentient in that sense. Um, and I think it circumvents. I think it circumvents a lot of the issues of um, destroy all the species because like I don't think he ever believed that Mechon was superior if he was going to bend the knee to main Earth. But like the way revenge corrupts him, like don't think you should. I don't think it's saying a lot. I don't think I have a lot to say that wouldn't already be self-explanatory. Ellie going straight in top 5. I I I I'd fucking propose to this character. Um, like everything from her initial role in Solaris up to Endgame. Oh yeah, okay, she gives you the run around a bit, but this character takes everything I hate about survivor's guilt and Stockholm syndrome arcs and makes something awesome out of it. Like this is kind of this is my main microcosm with like Gears in general. It's just like the story and characters you will get really really invested in. Right? That or your money back, which is kind of rich of me because I'm a pirate. But hey, Elmer. Um, 3 stars, I guess. Um, I think the plot twist with the life holds not actually having humans and her actually being an alien. I'm not 100% sure how well it was handled. So she could able rise or fall. Emeralda. I'm gonna put in dunno. I never actually went after her side quest that allowed her to actually become an adult. Although I do like memeing on her being Faye and Ellie's child in much the same way Yui was Kirito and Asuna's child because I put Ellie and Asuna in Death Battle, but that's about it. For Baronia, I think she'd be higher. I think she'd break 4-star line if the plot twist that she was a Utic Realian. Well, initially it was just a standard Realian, and then it became a Utic Realian in 3, and that's just kind of dumb. But as far as characters that went completely retarded in 3, it's just like I think she gets out mostly unscathed. Faye, I'm gonna put you in 5-star characters. I think his backstory, as far as like dissociative identity disorders and the way he was experimented on, comparing my situation now to like my past, like I took like door center experiments. Um, I find his backstory absolutely chilling. And I think his personality makes perfect sense. I have nothing to criticize him as far as his character. You are um, right. I have literally no idea who you are. Kino, I think goes in the same arc as Nene. Like Kino and Nene are just kind of they're perfectly innocent characters for the same reason. Galgar, I'm gonna put him 1-star. I I don't think racism is his problem. Revisionist history is, and this is something I would have said in a video I would have made if I could pull my finger out. But yeah. I don't know. He could have been so much more. Like he could have called out some of Melia's hypocrisy because, like, if there was someone like challenged Melia's philosophy, in future connected, like I think Gelgar could have been the one to do it, but now he just kind of throws a temper tantrum with the fact that he doesn't want power because he wasn't going to be the one to do it. It's just like even that has its own holes. Let's see. You are. I know who you are, but I've completely forgotten your name. Um, I liked you for what little you were. Um, you were in which one? Uh, oh, Gajag. That was his name. Yeah. Uh, um, I want to put you higher than 3 stars so badly, but like you have this one fight with him which I had to difficulty duck out of because um his like people complain about Saga 2's ads being so bulky. You have not played X. There's that, but you were building up to being such a good captain. You were building up to being an interesting character in the kind of like whole Hazel contrived betrayal kind of sense. Um, you then betray Gelga, which it's just like yeah, there's a really good plot thread here, and then you just fuck off to nowhere, and it's just like, mate, where are you? Like, I think he had a good thing going in there, and then he just didn't do anything with it. Um, and you are I have your name on the tip of my tongue. It's um, Goetia. That was your name. Um, yeah. You're kind of just whatever. I think I'm gonna put um, I'll put um, these these names keep escaping me. I don't understand why. England. Luxor. Why do these names keep escaping me? Yeah. I think having is the entire motivation just kind of exposited at the end is eh. um whatever. I don't think X's plot is that bad, but it's just kind of minimal. Graph. Haha, funny line go burr. Um, other than that, you're doing the Luke I am your father routine, and other than that, you're just kind of not a character. Gwyn, eh, you're not really much of a character. Like, the, the game pulls a bit of a dick move with him in the sense that one of the prerequisites for one of the latest chapters requires you to have affinity with him. Um, and by the end of the game, I just thought, fuck it, I'll keep him. But I don't really feel any attachment with it. If X's leveling had inactive party members level scale to you, an active party member, then I would have used someone like L in the final battle. Oh yeah, by the way, L is wherever L is. Is he not on this chart? Oh, somebody dropped out. Okay. Um, Oh, you're back. Okay, obviously it's like cut out or something. Is L on this list? Yes, no. It does not. It does not appear that L's on this.
Next to Hope.
Oh, okay, hang on, what's that?
You
That's
got right
hey,
here on the top left.
um,
Below,
oh, there he is, there he is, there he is, yep, yep, yep. By the way, I'm gonna, depends where I put Lau, honestly. I'll put him in 4 stars. L, although L was extremely entertaining. Sorry, who was talking about? Graph, Gwyn. Oh yeah, that was it. If X's level scaling was better, then, um, I just probably wouldn't have cared. And I think that's kind of what I associate Gwyn with. So, whatever. Hammer. He would have been an innocuous character, but the whole traitor arc just kind of comes out of nowhere. So, I think Hammer is one of the few characters in Gears that could have been better written. You are. Who are you? Um. You are somebody. I don't know who you are. I can't be fucked. It goes in the same place as Faye. Just kind of like scaling purposes. Script. In one sense, they're the same character, and in another, they aren't. And I think they do a lot of really really good things with it, as well as they do with Faye. Irina, I have a former acquaintance who absolutely adores this character. I feel rather indifferent what little there was. She has a couple of good lines. Having Satsuki's voice actor, who was Satsuki's voice actor? Hang on a second. Behind the voice actors, if this one. Sorry, I didn't hear that. Hang on. If I, yeah, she has Satsuki's voice actor, and I think Satsuki's voice actor goes absolutely ham. Carrie Korean. Yeah. Yeah, Satsuki's voice actor, Satsuki Kiryu. She also plays Irina. I think there's a bit of a disconnect between. I think there's a bit of a disconnect between her caring about family matters and her slagging off two blokes who have nothing better to do. But other than that, there's really not a lot to her. And yeah, okay, I guess her design is appealing. Jin. Jin, I'm about. I don't know. I think there was really no right choice for him in Saga 3 if everybody else was going full retard. So yeah, 3.5 for now. Jin. Um, I think I'll put him in 4.5. I think there's a few small contrivances with his character, but I think having the passing that he did and the way that he's written, yeah, he deserves the higher spot. Alvis, um, I'm actually not sure where to put Alvis. I'm gonna put him in there now. I mean, I mostly like him. He's definitely above 3.5 stars, but where in 3.5 stars, I legitimately couldn't fucking tell you. Excuse me. Yeah, I have a small theory that he might be the villain in whatever third game comes. Because if you compare his talk cycles to Wilhelm and how he's like interesting chaos, who people were saying was like the Alvis of Saga and that kind of thing. Um, yeah, I have my suspicions when he literally turns around and says that universes are boundless. I wonder how literally that can be taken in versus point B. Yeah, anyway. Juju is a meme, but I don't really see the energy in dunking on him. Like, okay, he helps with Colony 6, that's out of roll and all, I think he goes there. Charlotte, same deal. There's really not a lot to her. Kevin. Oh shit, here we go again. Kevin, where are we putting you? Now, like, I'm not saying that you weren't supposed to hate him, but I think the reasons were they were miscommunicated, to say the least. And of course, I blame his actions as much as I blame Shion. Like, this guy was obviously being a dick, haha manhood jokes. Like you just shouldn't have gone in his pants. Like I blame you as much. Anyway, moving on. Klaus. Okay, let's throw in as a free of charge as well, if we can, find him. 1 second. Oh, there he is. Yep. I have no strong feelings about him one way or the other. Like, yeah, okay, massive 20-minute exposition dump is kind of enlightening, but other than that, I've never had many opinions. Cosmos, yeah, Cosmos is Cosmos. Like, coming out as Mary Magdalene, actually pretty well handled for what it's worth, even if it's kind of a little bit late in. Obviously she has one of those funny moments, because lol, robot Cooper. Also, she's like consistently viable, so yeah, there's that. Lao, ooh. Now you, I just put up a death battle idea with Daggerin. I think he works for what he is. Is that enough? Am I just being kind of hypocritical for the way you said responses are given out? Yeah, I wouldn't go 4-star. Because I think Lau is single-handedly carried about that with that one line about the elites, and then how he builds off of like the plot twist that the Mimir zones weren't actually remotely controlled by human bodies and that kind of thing, and why was he really alive, that kind of thing. That's something I'm either going to get really pissed off at or appreciate more in retrospect. But for now, I think there's not much to him. Then, oh, hang on, I'm throwing Tatsu free of charge. Like, people seem to hate all the Tatsu food jokes, but I think they were perfectly wholesome. Yeah, I'll put them in there. I gotta go chuckle out a few of them, even if the setup is kind of, eh. Laura, Laura, I might put higher in retrospect, but for now, I don't actually remember a hell of a lot about you. I'm gonna be honest. Although there's like becoming a driver and her death, like whoever OVA was, she put her absolute soul into that. Like, bless her heart. But which is kind of weird. Anyway, Lorothea. Lorothea, I think, is very much deteriorated hatred at this point. Like, I think a lot of her infamy comes from the most insolent fight in the game. Haha, you have to get the joke. Yeah. Oh, we have another one. Hello there. Did you just immediately divide it? No, yeah, things. But yeah, other than that, she's just kind of petty. Like, I don't find her likable, but it's not really worth saving. It's worth saving my breath on. Um, Virgil. Um, who were you? Um, I think he falls into a lot of the same traps I just discussed with Bose, but actually fleshes them out slightly. Although it's kind of done in very, very weird bursts, and I don't think he needed to be a testament. Although Ark's learning humanity with Fabronia, do we sympathise with him more? Yeah, I'll put him at 2.5 star for now. Malos, um, fuck it, I'll put him 5 star. I might put him in the top 5 if I don't actually find the top 5, so I might be moving characters at some point. Yeah, I think I mean specifically in Torn of the, and if we're talking specifically Torn of the Golden Country, it's an absolute riot. Base game is also just as good, but I think there might be some contrivances with his like nihilism in retrospect. Uh, um, but yeah, he's like I think the writing for this character is really good. Other than his slight contrivances, I again he might be another character I appreciate more in retrospect. Whatever. Um, Fuck's sake, will these character names stop disappearing from my mind? I swear I'm not coming down with something.
So far, we only have one person at 1 star, and nobody in 0.5.
Yeah, I might be getting rid of that at some point. Yeah. Margulis, Commander Margulis. Jesus Christ, I'm tripping. But Margulis was an interesting case. I think this kind of like loyalty thing. Like he always gave off the air of a character that was going to be appreciated more in retrospect. Let me put it that way. And yeah.
Sorry, but how do you find Tatsu not adorable?
That's probably why.
How do I find who?
Tatsu.
Tatsu, how do you find him not adorable?
I don't know. I just find the Tatsu food jokes kind of funny. Like most of them are fine. Oh, hang on. Just 1 second. Yeah, just excuse me for one. Excuse me for
Kind
one.
of funny, but like they just kind of it's like every single cutscene he's in, there's at least one. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
I mean, there are some things you find intolerable, but others you just kind of have a knack for. Like, is anybody here familiar with Caroline Cordova from Ruby? Anyone? No one? Cordova. Hang on, did Ruby card? Oh, right, okay. I think that's no then. But yeah, everybody finds it insufferable, but I find it hilarious for the simple fact that like I find this badly misinterpreted Theresa May allegory just like left me fucking rolling on the floor. But yeah, I think I got a similar thing out of Lin and Tatsu as well. Maria. I was looking down on you. I think there's having the best mech in the game, and I think I find these young mechanic characters kind of endearing, but other than that, just like whatever. Oh yeah, and, I just said you had the best weapon in the game. Penguins up. Up super early. Maineth. Where do we put Santa Claus? Yeah, 3.5. That'll do. It's a decent inclusion to moral arguments. Miang. Not a lot of you make sense until you watch Luxon's video on her, and he's just like, yeah, you. That's pretty horrifying. So again, well written character. And I kind of like her design. It's just like there's one that doesn't really care. You are whoever you were. Mia, I don't remember anything about you. Mikhail, I want to put Mick higher, but you're like single-handedly carried by that one line. Like near the end of your supposed life. Hey,
until that scene.
Mia gets unlocked after a series of quests. The last one is infiltrating one of the gangland places.
Yeah.
I completely forgot she existed.
Yeah.
It's just so freaking frustrating.
Yeah. I just don't remember anything about Mia. Same with Mistress. Was it? Murderous.
Murderous.
Excuse me.
I like Murderous. Once her quests are like really interesting. Like her last quest is really good. Like one of my favourite Verity missions, if not the.
I'll have to look into it at some point. I don't remember much about her. Yeah. Momo is relatively wholesome. I think wrestling with the idea that you are the robotic incarnation, reincarnation of like somebody you called your mother and father, and all things around that. Also too gives her that fucking glow up, and like bow is like the best weapon in the game, that kind of thing. Like that's gonna be memorable. Mithra, she's alright. I think if we put Fire and Mithra I think could go higher. Well, essentially the same character, and they're well written. I don't really have many objections with how it was done.
Calling them the same character, you're gonna get hurt for that.
Hey, it just means I like them both.
I mean, I can't deny where you're coming from, but
yeah. Secretary Nagi. You had one job, and I have literally no opinion of you. I have literally to, like I treat him as with contempt because you know, governmental figures. I have my political bent, but other than that, I can't even call X hypocritical about these things. Whatever. Nephilim. You were just kind of a cryptic, non-sequitur spewing MacGuffin character, I guess. Maybe. I don't remember much about you. Nia. Nia's well written as well. I don't know.
I love you and all you guys.
Friend zoned! Well, I initially thought the Rex did, but, you know, that. Oh god. You're only saying that because I put me and Pyrometer in the same tier? Oh god. Guinan.
Zora just said Neo the Millionaire of Xenoblade 2, the world just hates poor Neo.
Yeah, I guess.
Fucking rip.
Yeah. Anyway, Guinan, I mean, you kind of gave Junior moral support, and Junior's going pretty high. Um, Other than that, it's really not a lot to you. Eh. So I'll put Zeke and Pandora in the same place. Zeke's fun. 40 years. Um, yeah, he's a character that just kind of speaks for himself, and actually having this like political experience, it's pretty endearing. Although I think the whole Harry and Meghan Markle routine that has not aged well. I'm just gonna say that right now. Patro.
Zekinator, he should be triple S tier. Why is he not?
Yeah. Anyway, Petroka, you're a whatever character. Pellegrini, same deal. Although I'd probably put it slightly lower. Only because the whole you were Jin's ex comes right the fuck out of nowhere. Fog, I don't remember any of your side quests.
My poor boy.
Like I said, I put deny because I could put them literally anywhere because I either don't have an opinion or don't have much of an opinion or whatever. Poppy, I've always been indifferent about. Well, the first two story wide forms, but then you just kind of associate her with speedrunners that, like, hey, this is us set up after Duke Cuban the 14th was effectively powderized, and it's just like, yeah.
Well, you don't really care about Poppy.
I don't hate her. In fact, I think yeah. I mean,
You at least did not feel a little bit sad at the ending.
yeah, I get that. Like I said, I think the story wise should go higher, but then you just kind of associate the face with, Damage Cat Burr, and it's just like, I've never really been a fan of Poppy Swap for the simple reason they just kind of, we're literally building a blade, and it's just like, well, great. It's just like, you're sticking the same phase on something you could have more diversity with, and everybody just puts it at the top of the lake until it's just like, and I have, like I said, I have no strong feelings one way or the other. You are Francis, correct? You had one moment in stabbing Emperor Kane, and that was like it. Other than that, you spent half the game throwing temper tantrums. I might appreciate you more in retrospect, but other than that, yeah, whatever. Rex, despite everybody dunking on him, I think Rex is a good character. Like, he's like super resourceful. The whole self-reliance on salvaging. Like, well-to-do. He's a believer in free market capitalism as well. But yeah, anyway, there's that. I don't know. I think there's something missing. I wouldn't quite call him a Mary Sue, although Nemo form is incredibly oof.
Everyone's so mean to him just because his voice acting is not the best. Like,
Yeah. Congratulations, the Japanese dubbing exists. Do you hate Welsh accent? Well, not Welsh accent. Actually, Al Weaver. What nationality is he? I'm trying to remember now. We'll come back to that. Rico is an absolute Chad. Although I do admit that I don't know, he's kind of like Zeke in the sense that he's big muscles and just happens to have like socio-political experience. But I mean, I do admit to the one arc, and then he's just a permanent party member is a little bit, but hey, I like him a lot. Rock,
The best character.
Gender 4. You have one personality trait. You have literally one line, and that's it. Junior, you are going straight to the top of 4.5 star. I'm not sure I'd say 5 star necessarily. Because I think he has all the makings of a good character and it's executed really well. But it's kind of like Kanan from Love Live Sunshine, where he has all both of these characters, they have like everything works like gangbusters, and I really appreciate that. He's probably a character I'm going to appreciate more in retrospect, but I can't shake this weird feeling of indifference, even though I know that he is a really, really good character, and I know that sounds really, really hypocritical after what I just said about Poppy, but like Junior, this is especially so. Like, and like that's not to say I'm just like playing lip service, because the way the URTV experiments, he handled those really, really well, becoming the protagonist of 2. The way Albedo plays off him, like spoilers by the way, Albedo's going in top 5. If I can see everyone, yeah, Albedo's going straight in the top 5. Like fucking amazing character, and Junior is like his obviously Albedo is Junior's right side. No, it's just like I don't know. Junior just has a little bit of competition. I think that's it. Shion, oh boy, you probably already heard me rant about this character. If it was just 1 or 2, it'd probably be 3.5, maybe 4. But then Saga 3 happens, she goes absolute retard. So if we're thinking overall, she could be anywhere within this range, 3 to 4 star. I put her at bottom of 3. She could go higher, she could go lower, depending on which game we're talking and who's where. Telos, I put it in 2 star. I was incredible. Like you had a guest appearance at Xenoblade 2, and then we play your actual game, and then we're really disappointed to find out that you have like one connection to one of the Testaments in Kevin, and you don't really. You have 4 speaking lines, and that's like it. You have like 4 or 5 speaking lines, and that's it. Anyway, Tora. I'm actually gonna put him a lot higher than Poppy. Probably top of 3.5 stars, maybe bottom of 4 stars. Again, I have an appreciation for like resourceful characters. Also, I have like a really, really good death battle idea featuring Tora. Hang on, let me think out. Where's the wrong one? Yeah. This is the idea. Gladium versus Tora. So Silvally versus Poppy. That's my idea. This is a death idea. I don't want to see them. I mean it myself. Anyway, back to Tora himself. Yeah, he's kind of wholesome for the same reasons a lot of wholesome, minimal, indifferent characters are, and I guess he has his. I guess it has his arc, although he kind of falls into some of the Gears traps.
I mean, I wouldn't exactly call him completely wholesome. We all know. We all know he's into some stuff.
Grab it one too soon, I guess, I think. Yeah. Anyway, Commander Van Damme. I have literally no opinion of you, even though, like you. He's like the mission delivery boy, and he just kind of says stuff.
Getting is that you're not a huge fan of X.
I think X bowed out well, and like some of the mid to late game stuff I do actually really appreciate. Like if I said I really didn't like X, I'd be putting all of their characters in this tier. But like X is very lowbrow about a lot of its stuff. So Yeah, I'm not sure that's the term I'd use.
I love a bunch of the characters in X, and I love the gameplay, but like the story just kind of comes up short for me.
It's
Like
yeah.
especially at the end when there's just like a bunch of random plot twists, like in the space of like 30 minutes.
I don't know. I don't think that's what bothered me. Although it might be because I spoiled this game about 6 years ago and only just like completed it this afternoon. A game that I bought for Christmas in 2018. It's a long story. Anyway, Van Damme himself.
I mean, I only like, I've had it since like 2016. I only finished it in February, so.
I see. Van Damme. I think there was a conversation we had about this. Not you and me. I mean, I think it was a different chat. It might have been this one. I'm not sure. He kind of feels like a product of rush production, and he kind of strikes me as somebody who had to be Axe or he would have been a villain. I don't think I can dignify a good placement. I don't know. Voyager. Where are we putting Ziggy for that matter? I'll do them back to back. Or I don't know. Actually, Ziggy I put in 3 stars. He was ultimately robbed of proper closure. Voyager. You were. I don't remember anything about you. I don't. Wilhelm. I'm not sure if the master manipulator thing really works with him. And again, so I put him in with Alvis just to supplement my theory. Wiseman, I don't remember anything about you either, apart from you were as cryptic as ha ha funny Grafman Gober. Yeah. Callian. Callian, I think, falls to a lot of the same pitfalls as Melia in that sense. Can we just put Melia down the bottom? Yeah. Because Saurian was an idiot, and if they're not, like, if the High Anti aren't a bunch of hypocrites, they have, like, corrupt deep state problems. You know, if you're familiar with that trope. Hayes kind of same tier as Laura, or Laura, yeah. Laura or Fan Lenore in the base game. It's like she has 1 or 2 good moments, and then blah, dead. And again, Hayes in Torn of the Golden Country, she's just kind of that character, and I don't feel strongly one way or the other. Hugo, same deal. Minoff, you were just kind of an annoyance, I guess, although helping Mick warm up, I guess, is that. Wait, did I?
Yeah, you
No,
just
no,
called
no.
Martin
Oh, I am tripping today. Oh, Jesus. That's Milton, actual Minoth. And we got X on it. Oh, epic music to see me fail over. Anyway, Minoth. Yeah, I mean, you kind of complimented Amalthus's arc. Other than that, you didn't really do a hell of a lot, so 3.5, I guess. Fiora. I think her arc in like the Mechon body and what it means to like live again, that's pretty well handled. Other than that, yeah, yeah, she could go lower or higher against notes. Although that scene with Shulk on the beach is like best moment in the game.
Now, what
Uh,
time is it?
oh dear. I mean, I'll do right next to him. Shulk, like absolutely flawless character. I have nothing to criticize him for. I have never had anything to criticize Shulk for. Like even looking back on this, even as I become more cognizant on like political topics and what this game means, like he handles every single situation that I think would have otherwise annoyed me flawlessly. Like, if he like turns out the high end here is just like, nah, it's fine. He's completely chill about it. He doesn't really suffer from survivor's guilt, knowing Fiora's death, or he doesn't let it bother you as much, bother him as much. Which, you know, again, survivor's guilt tropes is something that has really annoyed me in like recent years. Shulk handles that absolutely perfectly. He has perfect ending to his arc, abandoning his drop god powers, that kind of thing. I have nothing to complain about Shulk. They're like my favorite character in the series, favorite character in fiction. Okay, Kirito and Mume kind of contest him for his throne as favorite character of all time, but it's a throne he's defended well. Let me put it that way. Anyway, Ryan himself, helping, also best friend of Shulk, helping Shulk. He does that mostly well. Let's be generous and give him 4 stars.
It's your cap, it's Rhyme time.
Yeah, exactly. Dixon, I also think he was mostly handled well, contrary to what Nell thinks. I'll put him in 4 stars as well. I think the whole, well, I mean, maybe the betrayal couldn't have come so late, and I think the main foreshadowing is like spoon fed on a platter. But other than that, I think, yeah, I think he's a really good character. I think he's really likable.
I actually really like that his betrayal comes super late into a game, because by that point he's such an established character that it's such a shock.
Yeah. Well, it's not even that, but there's the line at the end of Satoru Marsh. There's
No,
Alvis.
I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, Alvis has lines with Larithia, and has aligned with Dixon. Dixon, I seem to recall, was also working with Larithia somewhere. Like that's how he became aware of the mechanics, ether spears. And like if you didn't add it up at that point, you just straight up weren't paying attention. So
I mean,
that.
the way I thought it was going on is I thought Elvis was going to turn out to be the bad guy.
Well, I mean,
And I thought that was basically him kind of manipulating the other two to just kind of do stuff.
Yeah, and that might actually come back to my theory about how Elvis might be like main antagonist of Blade 3, I guess, if that ever comes out. Yes, that, and I mean, hence the Trinity. Although Elvis kind of double crosses Santa as well. Dunban.
Dunban over there.
Yeah, Dunban has his moments as well. Although I don't feel as personally for him. Like, but from a writing standpoint, I'd put him in 4 stars. But like personally,
If I'm being honest, I stopped caring about Mark Dunban after Sword Valley.
yeah, I guess. Although Fiora confessing that he's a big softie, I guess that was kind of like an adorable moment, and then his arc just kind of gets put on pause, which is really weird. What's that? Monka, kind of same tier as Larithia. He's kind of like
What?
he's just kind of a petty villain.
Icon's amazing. Okay, he's not the most interesting character, but he's so much fun to have on screen. That's your opinion. I don't care.
I guess. I don't remember much about him. Ricky, same as Tora. Like, deciding between Tora and Ricky is just kind of, like,
I prefer Tora because he's kind of... Okay, I love Ricky, but my problem with him is, like, Tora has a reason for joining the party. Ricky just kind of is there.
I suppose it's that as well.
He doesn't really do much. Tora feels like a much more active part of the story.
Yeah. Although he's kind of a Chad for having 6 kids. I guess is that. Krellian. Krellian's surprisingly proactive, but I don't remember that much about him. I'll put him near top of 3 stars. Could go higher. Tyrea. Now this Tyrea is a bit of a late arrival. I'm going to be honest. Because okay, I will concede that her arc thinking about Yumea in Future Connected, that can go massively into Kosei Arima tears of God, why is your Stockholm syndrome this bad? Like your mother treated you like shit. I mean, if you know anything about me, I fucking hate your line April with a passion. So yeah. There was that. But yeah, I think a lot of it was actually handled really well, and to just like kind of like tag along with Melia despite having some complicated feelings for her. I think she just kind of made use of herself, and I kind of like her.
He should have been a party member.
Oh yeah. Because there's this one really good death battle idea I have for her, but scaling these characters is going to be absolute hell. Specifically because Tyrell versus Ilya from Ruby. But scaling these characters is going to be absolute hell because there's so little data on her. Like, she gets tired fighting some dinosaurs when she's supposed to scale to Melia, who's like potentially a planet, or potentially scales to planet busting. If it means like, beating the Fog King, who came through that rift. Gatto does literally nothing. You are a plot device, Shala. I agree
You
with that much.
100% exists.
Yeah, he is a character that exists. Matthews, Matthews up on the stars. No, he's kind of, he is what he is. I don't know that much about him. But you are. I am trying to remember who. Oh, Yosegard. That was it. I missed looking for one of Guardians. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Yosegard. He kind of complements Bart's arc. Where did I put Bart? Oh yeah, Bark. Bart. Where's my pronunciation going? Other than that, you just don't really do a lot. No. Gort. Yeah, Gort is you are a sympathetic man, and somebody has to go with 0.5 stars, so whatever. Zord. Whatever. I think being an ex-human, like the prototype of ex-human turned mech on and then mass-produced phase mech on, that's kind of interesting. But other than that, whatever. And oh, hang on, so I'm gonna move 2 of these up to top 5. So I think my 2 picks are going to be Egil. I guess Faye. I guess it technically also is Faye, but it's tossed up between Faye and Malos probably. Although Faye Faye made my legs go wobbly when I heard his backstory. Um, so yeah, that's that. So yeah, that's very organised. If I start moving my top 5 in first, I think that's about that. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's about that. Um, yeah.